So this is just a short video about fitting a dash cam in our Hyundai Tucson. First thing is take the two screws out of the sun visor here and the single screw out of the sun visor here, and then up inside where you put your sunglasses, you can't see it, but trust me, there's two screws, one each side up here. Just take them out, and then that gives you room to pull the headlining down a bit. So once you've taken the sun visor off and the two screws out, you can then fit the little converter box. You will need a converter box because dash cams run on 5 volts and the car's 12. So just feed the wire through, and as you can see, it's coming out the front here, ready for the dash cam to go here. The excess wiring is just pushed up through this hole. In this direction, there's actually quite a lot of room. So you just want to get your converter box up into there, out the way, and all the spare wiring's up there in case you did need to move the camera at some point. Right, so what we're doing is I've just stripped the red and the black back, and they're going to go onto this plug that feeds the light. You don't have to worry, because when the car's locked or it's left for so long without the ignition on, it actually shuts the power to this down, so the camera would turn off automatically. Now what you need to do is you can either cut through these wires up here and join them to the camera and then back to this, or an easy way is just cut a very short end off the wire and a very short end. Now obviously you mustn't let them touch each other because that will short circuit, but what will happen is, I don't know if you can see the red wire in there, it's bent in and down. Well, the black one's done the same. And when you push the plug on, it should push the wires down. No, the black one's come through too far. Let me take that back a bit, like that. And then that's trapped the wires in there. And you can look in this little gap to make sure that they don't cross over, because if they cross over, it will short and blow your fuse. But so they're in there now. That's the easiest way to do it. You only need a tiny little short bit of exposed wire. If you leave it too long, the exposed wire will come down below this black connector, and there's a chance it could touch. I just want to try and see in that gap. Yeah, that looks fantastic. Right, I accidentally paused the video, so these may be strung together or two different parts. But anyway, so we've got the two wires in. As I say, all you have to do is strip them to a short length, so there's a bare bit of wire. And there's a little, when you pull this plug off, there's a little hole in each of these connectors. And you just need to push them through. And the main thing is just absolutely check that they're not touching in the middle through that gap. If you do, it's going to blow the fuse in the driver's side fuse compartment. It's a 10 amp, and there's a panel, it tells you which fuse it is. It's the overhead lights. But once you've done all that, then all you've got to do is push this box, so this box, back up into the roof lining. As I say, there's plenty of room over there, and then just clip your light back in. I've got to fix the dash cam on, but it's a bit too cold at the moment. We're going to warm the windscreen up with a hairdryer carefully. But when we unlock the car and it powers up the lights, as in the lights have come on, this will just take a second or two, and there we go, it's booted up. I know it's still got the screen cover over the front to protect it while we're working on it, but now when you get out the car and lock it, as we'll do now, it automatically turns it off. And then when you come back, if you don't want to remove the camera every time, that's up to you. Obviously people may want to steal it, but and when you unlock again after a few seconds, it boots back up. But this is very easy. This is like 20-minute job. Far easier than running wire all round the dashboard, down, under, and over here somewhere to pick up a power supply. You will need to buy this little converter box. They're available everywhere, eBay, Amazon, etc. And the end you want on it is a mini USB. These cameras still take mini USB, not micro or C USB. So you need to get this box. They're probably only about £5. So I'll just recap what you do. So you take the screws out the sun visor here and here. There's two screws up in here where your sunglasses go, and that's purely to give you flexibility here. There is a little clip. This clip goes up in here that way. behind here if it falls out. It's easy enough just to push back in with your fingers before you screw the sun visor back on. But this makes the job so simple, and it is a 20-minute job. So I hope that helps people. There we go. And there it is, all installed. All the sun visor back on. Really is such a simple job to do. Say, so much easier than running wires all around the A pillar, and down and round and under the dash. But there it is, all nice and discreet, and all you've got is that little bit of wire showing there, and that's it.